Something is about to happen to this car that might be a little controversial, and I hope a lot of you guys like it because last time I did it, a lot of you guys did not. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Vlogmas video. This car needs a lot of work done to it today. Not only modification-wise, but maintenance-wise, because I have something planned for this car tomorrow and the next day with someone very special that some of you may know, and it's not in the condition I want it to be in. The car needs new axles and new front wheel bearings, but aside from that, it also needs a very special modification that plays a huge role as well, and that modification is underneath a tree, so let's go find it. It's actually somewhat of a smaller package. It might not be as easy as you'd think. Actually, it wasn't that small at all, and it's from our good friends over at underglow. Now, I ran a different brand on this car last time I did this modification, and it fell off. Now, I don't really think it's the brand's fault. My car is super slammed, and the person that was driving this head car was driving it on really bumpy roads really fast, and the whole underglow system ripped off. Oh, I guess I kind of leaked what's in the box, but I'm sure you know by now. Underglow is not a small company. These bad boys right here, full underglow, and you know it's the good stuff when they're using 3M, actual 3M, to put it on your car. Now, last year when I put underglow on this thing, I made the mistake of putting underglow directly on my side skirts and front lip, the lowest points of the vehicle. Underglow has this really cool thing about it, and that really cool thing is the light disperses very well. It doesn't have to be on the very edge of the car to be able to see it. In my mind, to avoid having it rip off again, we try and find other spots on the vehicle where it's a little bit more inside the car rather than at the very bottom, which will help us avoid from ripping it off, especially when we're driving this thing in the snow. Like, the underglow could just say goodbye in the snow if it's right on the edge of the front lip. So we're gonna get this thing on the lift, and hopefully the lift won't make it harder to install this, and we're gonna try and find the best possible ways to install the underglow, because that's the other thing too. Last time I did this, I installed the underglow on the ground, so it's a lot harder to work on a car when you're working on the ground. Let's throw this in the car, start this thing up, and head over to the new shop. All right, let's hit the road. We need to get this car 110% because last video, when we took this thing in the snow, it shot a massive flame. And now I know how to do it, so I want to do it again, but I can't do it with the axles the way they are. 4 M4s. 3 old gen, 1 new gen. Isaiah's in here because he wants to put a mod on his car. It's a new dash cam, so I don't want to have him out in the rain. So he's gonna do that in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing all prepped on the lift. Okay, so we have the car up in the air. We're about ready to start on the axles. And then I was like, you know what? Let's see if it could potentially not be the axles, and it could be something else. My good friend Caden's here. John is also here, but he's working on his own project right now. And I said, hey Caden, go ahead, spin the wheel, and I'm gonna try and hear that sound that we were hearing. He did. He went this way and we wouldn't really hear it that much, but then when he went forward, you could hear it. And then I was like, the sound's not coming from the axle. Yeah, the axle has a torn boot and it does have some play in it, but it's not grinding. It's not bad. Like, it is bad, but it's not like change it or else you're gonna die bad. And then I look, there's a rock. I don't know if you can see it on camera because it's so dark down there, but there's a pretty decent sized rock stuck in my brake pad. So what I'm guessing is the giant sound that I heard coming from this side was me pushing down on the brakes, and it caught like one of these drilled slot holes on the other side and just sounded awful. Because it sounded like I bottomed out in the rock. So I don't think it was the axles. I think it's this rock. So I'm gonna pull these brake pads out real quick, and once we get the rock out, we're gonna spin it again and see if the noise is still there. If it's not, I might send it and not do the axles tonight. And we do the underglow first, and then if we have time, do the axles. Because doing the axles without an axle tool is gonna be kind of difficult, and my axle pulling tool shows up tomorrow. I think it's a good plan, right, Kaden? Yeah, I think it's a good plan. So there's no rock on the front pad. See the wear? Oh, it's right here, over here. It's right there, wedged in the rotor. That was definitely the cause of the noise, 100%. Because it was only coming from this side too. Look at that. It's gotten worn down by the rotor. Oh my gosh, there's more. There's another one. Oh yeah, this was definitely it. Look at this. It got worn down. Now I guarantee with those out, the axle will be making noise. Oh wow. Trucks and heat shielding too. So with that bullet dodged for the day, we will get the axle done hopefully towards the end of this week, but it's not a major priority right now just because we have a lot of other stuff to get done, and also I don't have the axle pulling tool. It shows up tomorrow. So if I can put off the axles for a few more days, that'd be great. We aren't really hooking. That's the other thing that I just got the phone with Foran about. The car isn't hooking. So like the axles theoretically shouldn't just completely grenade. We'll see though. That's a story for a later date. Let's go ahead and get this underglow kit wired. So the underglow kit from Vlogmas is designed by them. It's the best quality stuff you can get. There are a lot of knockoff companies out there. So please beware and just spend the extra 50 bucks and get the right kit, the real kit, and the kit that's not gonna get destroyed. We got our connecting wires right here. There's a diagram in here as well on how to do it, app and everything, but this is what we want to get done right now. So right here is going to be the power to everything. This is going to be our on and off switch. So with a lot of kits, what happens is the on and off switch isn't available. So these kits that are connected to via an app have Bluetooth, and when you're away from the car, that kit is going to keep searching for a Bluetooth connection that doesn't exist right now. And then it's going to pull power from your battery and potentially kill your battery. So with this, since it has an on and off switch now, we can turn it off and know that we're not going to have any source of power drainage. But this thing also does have a fuse in it, so I'm sure this fuse would pop as well. We're going to go ahead and get this wired up first. The side skirts, front lip, and diffuser are prepped, but we are going to prep them one more time just to be 100% sure, and pull fender liners and start putting this kit on. I honestly am pretty hopeful that this kit lasts a long time. And if it doesn't, we can always get replacement strips. That's the nice thing, is it's modular. The front, middle, and rear are all separate pieces. So if we destroy the front, we can always just replace it and get new fronts. And if you guys really like this kit, comment down below if we should have this kit on SchneiderDays.com, because Logo said that if you guys like it and you want to make it easier to go on Schneider Days and get stuff and just pick up a kit at the same time, that'd be kind of cool. Let me know if you want me to throw this on SchneiderDays.com, because that'd be honestly an honor to have Logo on there, because they're the best. Now, if you know anything about BMWs, the battery is in the back, but we want our power source to start in the front just because that's how the whole kit kind of flows, and you'll see why in a little bit. We're gonna have the power wire go here on this stud. So we're gonna take off this, I think it's the T45, pull that power off, and then connect to the ground right here. It's not gonna be that difficult. There's also a ground right here as well that we can connect to, but this looks like a ground. This is what I use for the headlights, so this should work for this kit. Jeez. Now what I'm thinking is we have it tucked away nice underneath the brace. And this one might not reach. Where else could we ground it? I really don't know. We'll try it. We'll see if it grounds on the suspension. It should, it's touch and frame. Oh! It works. Perfect. So we can ground it there if we want to. Ooh, if we can ground it there, it means technically we could ground it right here and have it even more out of the way. That's what I'm gonna do. Gonna ground it here, and then we're gonna connect one of the strips on and see what it looks like. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that everything is working, the module and everything. We're basically gonna loosen everything, connect everything to the correct colors, and yeah, it should work. All right, it's all plugged in, wired in correctly. Woohoo! These are bright. They're brighter than the ones I used to have. Yeah, that's gonna be really sick on this car, because this car is so low, it's gonna look like it's floating. Love it or hate it, it's pretty cool. Now we are gonna say goodbye to the M4 for just a second, because we're gonna get food, and then we'll come back. You might ask, well, there's 3 of you guys. There is. And there's only 2 real seats in the G82. You good back there? Yeah. Sean wants Asian food today. I really hope it's good. You don't really steer me wrong in food though. You know some good food spots, but
What does that mean?
You look like you know where good food is.
Few moments later.
And we're back. I ate so fast because I really want to see this underglow on the car. I was looking back at old videos of the M4 with underglow on, and it looks sick. I'm pretty hyped right now if you can't tell. All right, so a little quick update. We got everything tucked away over here, and then we have the button, the switch on and off. I was originally thinking of just throwing it on the passenger side because it didn't look like we had enough wire, but we ended up having enough wire. I had it routed here, underneath the fender, tucked in here. You'll never be able to see it. It goes around, it's mounted right by my hood latch, so click it on, and we got light. now it's time to get the car up in the air, start getting that wire down and fed to the front lip where we can start doing the rest of the underglow. Now we're gonna go ahead and get this thing up in the air as high as we can, and we're gonna weave this wire down. Actually, stop at the next click. That way it's easier to weave this wire. Stop there, stop there. Now hit the lever down, the way it's on lockers. Push. Yeah, that's it. Solid. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the power wire for the rest of the kit weave down to the front lip. Now, the easiest way to do this, in my opinion, is going to be taking out this fender liner. We're gonna take it out anyway. So we're gonna take this out, a few 8mm bolts, get this down there, zip tied all nice and pretty. And the goal is to have it land right here. And I don't believe this is the front lip I used when I had underglow last. Oh, it is, it is. I had special holes drilled for the, dang, I've had this front lip a long time. This is the same front lip when you destroyed the underglow, John. That's crazy. Senkai Motorsport, folks, if you want to have a lip that lasts forever, holy, he ain't getting the keys anytime soon. So the plan is to have the wires go down the wiring loom here, come down, and then I'm gonna have it go here, zip tie here, feed in right there. And that should be dead middle on the front lip. And then everything will just tee off and we'll be on to the races. This is fun. I actually like this. I like lights, I don't know. All right, so Caden and I got the front end pretty much done. There's one more thing we're gonna do. Vlogmas sent us a weather stripping that will go along the front. So when you look at the car straight on, you won't actually see the lights, which is gonna be kind of cool. Like you'll see them on the ground, but you won't see the actual strip. It's all nicely tucked in. Looks pretty sick. I'm just gonna zip tie down here and tuck up these wires, and then we'll get a little test look of just the front end. All right, so the underglow is all done on the front lip and we have the weather stripping on. Now look, you can't see them because the weather strip is at front, which is gonna make this look super clean. See, look, ready? Bam. So we're only gonna have the glow on the ground. That's just gonna be super nice. Something different from the last kit I had. The next step is to have the connecting wires go from the lights right here through the fender liner, tuck it away, zip tie it up here, go down, and start the side skirts. Now we got the side getting worked on right now. Caden is preheating the 3M and then laying it down. We're trying to go a little bit centered on the side skirt. These side skirts have been the same side skirts since I bought the car. These used to be on my gray car before I swapped it. As for the wiring, all the way tucked around the fender liner and going in. So I'm gonna put the fender liner back together real quick and then move on to the other side. And then the rear is gonna be a little bit of a pain because the fender liner is gonna take all the way out, if I remember correctly. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wire the driver's side just like we did the passenger side. Do the fender liner, pop out right there, and then we can do this side skirt and then just the rear is left. My guess is we have probably about another 45 to an hour left. Beautiful. And then all that needs to go away. Perfect. All right, we're almost done. So what we're gonna do for the rear, we're gonna have it start right here at the edge of the corner. And we're gonna work our way down. We won't have to use weather stripping for this because you can't see it. We're gonna cut the excess and fold it in, just like that. Pretty simple, pretty smooth. Heat gun, ASAP. Rocky. All right. While he's doing that, I'm gonna cut it. We just gotta put the rear fender liners back in. You and John can do the other side if you want. Get that done, just the same way, follow that edge. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back together, tuck the wires in, zip tie everything nice and pretty, and fender liners on this side as well, and it's gonna look pretty sick.
Why didn't you just cut it to size?
My idea will work. Okay, we're gonna cut it. We've agreed. We can cut on that spot.
Oh my god, you just cut it. I can't believe you just did that.
Think it's gonna work?
Yeah. But you do have to seal it though, like right here. See how it's exposed? Actually, this is filled. Wow, that's good glue.
Okay. Silicone is on. Hot diggity dog.
Yeah, these will never come off. But I'm willing to test that.
I remember when I had underglow on this car 2 years ago. I used it all the time. It was like my favorite thing in the world. It's kind of sad that everybody hates on it now, but I think we're gonna have a lot of enjoyment out of it, no matter how long it lasts on the car. Woohoo! Already connected to the app, everything's good to go. Just gonna throw on the wheels and lower her down and turn off the lights.
Still using the old Bauer, huh?
Enough torque to keep it on, not too much torque to strip it.
Bro has had a Huracan and he's still uses Bauer.
Technically, the Huracan is still mine.
That's insane.
All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn off this light. It's actually sick. Now imagine it with Christmas lights on. And look, you have so many different modes. Keep in mind, it's still like 5 inches off the ground. It's so responsive too, like the app. This is Jean's favorite. No, actually, this is Jean's favorite. All right, here we go. Looks crazy. Wow. Well, Caden, thank you for your help.
Yeah, no problem.
Jean, thank you for your help. This looks so cool. Jean already has offered to help me with the Christmas lights tomorrow. Next video, something's going down. And not only will we have Christmas lights, someone very special is pulling up as well. Let's go ahead, grab all of our stuff. We gotta go get dinner. The more lights, the better. Everybody's gonna hate this or love it. Well, good morning. It is now the next day. I feel like it's a habit with me to start the end of the videos the next day. I'm gonna be honest, after I ate dinner last night, my wife made some awesome soup. I knocked out. And then I woke up at 2 a.m. and couldn't fall back asleep until 5. Vlogmas is honestly giving me a run for my money, but we are staying strong with the daily uploads. We are staying on time for the most part. Now we gotta go ahead and crank into the next video, which is going to be one that you guys are all wanting to see. And now that the underglow is on the car, it is going to make the next video a million times better. But I need to go head over to the airport to pick up someone special that is going to be helping us with it. It's gonna be a really good time. I am gonna say this though, I really appreciate all you guys watching the videos and enjoying this Vlogmas thing. One of you guys commented saying that I'm the only YouTuber doing this, and then I thought about it, I'm like, that's kind of sad. Back in the day when I was just starting out making videos and watching all my other favorite YouTubers I used to look up to, and some of them I actually talk to now, which is kind of crazy. Back then, there were like 5 YouTubers doing Vlogmas and making a YouTube video every single day from December 1st, Christmas Day. And now I feel like YouTube has gotten so crazily up there as far as like quality of content and like the next thumbnail, the next title, that like a lot of these guys can't make a video like this because if they do, the views are gonna tank, right? Like, let's be honest, when you're daily uploading videos and they're simple ones like this and day in the life vlogs kind of stuff, from a business perspective, it doesn't really make much sense because the views are gonna be down. And obviously, the more people that watch the videos each time, the more income these YouTubers have. And when you have a view count drop, what happens also is brands won't look at you the same. So if some of these YouTubers that are getting 1 million views now go ahead and do daily uploads and they get like say 300,000 views, 400,000 views every single day for 25 days, some brands will be like, oh, this guy fell off, when honestly they're just posting daily. So I understand why a lot of these guys don't do it anymore, but for me, I like doing it. I think it's fun. And honestly, about the same amount of you guys that watch normal videos are watching these, and the continued consistency from you guys as well enjoying the videos is really, really appreciated, because it allows me to justify doing this stuff every single year. Because again, like those guys, this is also my income as well. And if the views were like 20% of what a normal video was, I understand not doing it too. But for now and for next year, I am going to say this, we are going to be doing Vlogmas next year as well. If you're enjoying it this year, hit that subscribe button, because next year it's going to happen again. That is going to be the end of this Vlogmas video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and the bell. Let me know if you think I should carry low glow on my website, and if you want any low glow kits right now, go check them out. I'll leave a link down in the description. I gotta get home because I don't want this person to be waiting at the airport too long. I'll see you guys next time. Drive safe.